I was always searching for the highest quality cannabis. Well, it turned out, if you want something done right, you're just gonna have to do it yourself. Welcome back to VaderVision. Today is the day. It is our first harvest from our ocean-grown medical research lab here that we've built up. Checking in on our clones and seedlings that will be going into the flowering chamber eventually here. Oh, this little girl is outgrowing her beer cup. Help her back up. That one's doing fine. Leaning up against the pole, and all of our moms are growing up. I do need to take a couple of cuts, so go ahead and do that also today. Checking in on the clones. Give them a quick spray down, but then I realize I'm going to need to do a little juggling with these domes. Getting into our flowering chamber, this whole right side needs to come down, and I need to raise that light up on the end. This light's out, but no big deal because we're going to cut both the vertical lamps. Now I need a little help getting up to the light. Dragging this small stepping stool. Grab some zip ties. And step on into the tray. Not really worried about getting anything into the tray with my shoes. We're not watering them anymore. We're just cutting down, so no big deal. Now here I am raising the light so that I can get it out of the way to hang everything. I also could have raised this light up probably a little while ago. A couple of the girls were taller, but the smaller ones, I wanted to push them hard, so I just left the light down a little bit. It worked out fine. And now that everything is all flushed and ready to go, most of the big fan leaves cannibalizing down. Perfect. Alright. We're getting closer. So I do need to get this pole up. Now this is just an extendable painter's pole. Nothing special. Just gonna grab a few lengths of chain. Measure it out. Try and get everything pretty even. Only need maybe 10, 12 inches. Knock out a few of these and get them hung up. One side at a time. Now this is just temporary. We will be moving all this stuff into a dry tent, and eventually we will have a dry room, dry trimming room. But for now, just got to do what we got to do, and we got to juggle all the lights around in the trays. Since I'm going to be leaving for the weekend, I just wanted to get everything set up and started on its way. No more need for the stool. Go ahead and get this bad boy up. Slowly dance around the ladies. Very nice. Very strong. Not going anywhere. There we go. Fully extended, ready out. Now we're going to shut these lights down. And last, I need to dig out some hangers that I can hang everything on. Here we go. I knew I had them shoved away in some box somewhere. Some of these are a little sticky from trichomes from other harvests. I do have these brand new silver ones in here too, so I did separate all of them. I'm going to use those. And if I needed to, although I didn't end up needing to, I could use a little rubbing alcohol to just get off the old trichomes from the old hangers. We're going to go ahead and start with the key lime pie, get to the ghost at the end. Move the light mover out of the way. And we'll start digging in. Now I am really excited about the Jawas. They are a little bit separated on their nugs. I mean, they're not full colas, but they're going to be really easy to trim. I mean, just doing the removal of the fan leaves, it's like half the work right there. And they all came out beautiful, and they smell incredible. I really like the smells. A little bit different than what I'm used to, sort of those lemony, gassy aromas. It's not very often that I mess with the sweeter stuff that actually has pretty good effect. So I'm really interested to see how these girls turn out, because between the alien and the key lime pie, both have really nice effects. Not as light as you get traditionally with some of the sweeter strains. Alright, check out this one. This is the Rift Leaner. It definitely has some key lime in it, but it's like a squat little rift. So this one girl was all dad. But we're not going to keep her. She's just going to get chopped all the way down. Because I have plenty of Rift Phenos, and this one smells really lemony, and if I'm going to look for a Rift, I'd rather just dig into the Rift. Although I did not take clones ahead of time for any of these girls, we are going to attempt to re-veg 3 of them. So there were 3 that were worth taking another look at through clones. Just going to label the corresponding phenos. And they're not in any particular order. The number 1 is the female that matched the male that is in the back cross key lime breeding tent. Number 2 is this girl on the left. You can kind of see her. She's all purple, and she is the one with the sweet otter pop aromas. So really interested to see how she cures out. And number 3 was a larger pheno that I'm keeping specifically for Ninja. He had requested. It looked like it would be really great outdoors, so we're going to try and re-veg that one up too. Digging into the Forum cookies, this was a really interesting grow. I had grown this in a couple other facilities, but here in this particular flood and rain setup, she really performed well. And of course, rock hard nugs all the way down, really frosty, and going to be an extremely easy trim job. But yeah, no super colas. Now of course, the Ghost OG, this is a really stretchy, crazy strain also, especially if you don't get it trained right in the early parts of flower. So this side was a good example of how those OGs will blow up on you. Overall though, little larvae on the bottom, but gonna be some nice weight for sure. Now, while I was trimming, Valkyrie volunteered to help out and cut some clones from the moms to try and cut down on some time. She has been helping me out from time to time and been around for a while, but normally she's pretty busy. But I went ahead and shanghaied her into helping me out this evening. I also thought she was just going to take a few shots of the clones, but she went all out for everybody and donned the full helmet gear. So she went ahead and moved all of our clones that we had already taken, consolidated them into 2 domes. We only have 3 domes right now, and I hadn't made it over to the hydro shop, so didn't have any extras at the other facility, so we had to consolidate. Now we are just going to take a fair amount of clones from random moms. There's no specific numbers that we need to hit. We're just taking extras to make sure we can fill out all of the trays. And for whatever reason, the clones always react well to a woman's touch. You can also see the tags here. I've just color-coded the different moms for right now, just to kind of keep track of everything. Oh, and of course, drinking on the job. Purple is cookies, the green is the key lime pie, orange is Ghost OG, etc. Alright, well once we got a healthy amount of clones here, go ahead and wrap these up and set all the moms back in. And a big thanks to Valkyrie for a job well done. I went ahead and filled up all of the reservoirs since I'm going to be leaving for the weekend. Just topped everything off on the other side for flowering. And I am going to add in water and nutrients for our mother and our seedling tray. Nutrients, we're going to use our can of cocoa, A, B, Canazyme, Rhizotonic. In the flower room, we're using a little bit of Boost, and they're not onto our PK just quite yet. I'll do that when I get back. And right where I like them, 1.1 to 1.2. Taking a look at our re-veg cuts, 1, 2, and number 3. Go ahead and move those over into the veg room. Now I did hang up some furniture pads just to block any direct light, since I have to let them hang dry in this room for a few days before I come back. Get the re-veggies all set. Now I did leave the main node on one branch each. I'm just gonna kind of lean them up, and eventually I will put them in larger containers just to help with the new root explosion that they'll get in their veg. But yeah, looking good. Hopefully those will all take well. Everything's really clean, no bugs, so don't have to worry about that. Left town, went down to San Diego. You guys will probably appreciate this. I got all the way down to San Diego, came down for a friend's birthday, opened up my bag and realized I didn't pack any shirts. The only shirt I had was the one I was wearing. But I did want to grab a new one, so went down to Seaport Village, which is in downtown. There you go. I like to get my shirts from Crazy Shirts. No, I'm not sponsored, but they make these Pima cotton shirts that are so comfortable. It's very nice. Also, the Village Hat Shop is where I get all my fancy hats. Although I only took a shot of the girls' hats, so I don't know. But they got a lot of really cool hats there. It was a really nice day down here, although it was really warm. Even right off the bay, it was still like in the 80s. And I'm not much for the heat, so I was dying. But a pretty nice Labor Day. And I hadn't really walked around here much, so a lot of interesting art installations, all kinds of random stuff going on. This 3D textured wall. Oh my god, it felt so interesting. And of course, a big boat. Lots of tourists. Everybody taking pictures. I am not much for crowds. Get all weird. But we did wander around a little bit. Check out the beautiful scenery. San Diego Bay. And of course, state bird. Just kidding. I don't think that's a state bird. This is a weird tree. I guess I thought I'd mention that. Oh, yeah, screw the Ferrari promotion. We should get one of these. It's like a bus boat. I want to know where you get a bus boat. Alright, leaving downtown and... oh, murder cycle. We are all wrapped up. It was a great time down in San Diego. Shout out. Happy birthday. It was fun times. Alright. Back up to Los Angeles. Checking out the facility after a few days. Everything lived and looks great. All the waters are good. Even all the clones, no need to spray them down. All the humidity's really good. So we're just going to leave them. Looks like everything's starting to root, especially in a couple of the trays. Obi-Wan breeding. Back crossing against the ghost. Man, that male is blowing up. We'll get some better shots for the next episode. Because he is going ham. And all of our ghosts are looking really good. Everything coming along well in here. And all over drying. Looking really good. Still a little limpy. Still a little moist. Smells wonderful though. Stinking the place up. Obi-Wans. They're really developing this one right here. Probably my favorite one I'm keeping an eye on. The frostiest one in the bunch. This one's pretty frosty too, but a little bit more stretchy. It grew up a little bit more in the one in the back corner, so I may switch them. So, good point that I didn't put the trellis in quite yet. I do also need to clean up all these trays. A lot of work to do this week. So we will flip onto that. All of our temperatures are doing good with all the extra lights off. The temps haven't been getting too high because it has been really hot, so the air conditioner was struggling to keep up. All these trays are looking good. These Cocotech baskets are good. They've pulled a little bit of algae on the bottoms, but you can see really white roots all coming out the bottom, so the algae isn't affecting them. I'm not sure if I would put them in the black pots next time. Now I did grab some extra key lime pie to fill into the trays. This is from another facility that was extra, so we had 10 extra cuts, so I went ahead and dragged those over. Give them a little bit of water, just to last the night. We'll go ahead and set them over here under the fluoros, and we'll get all those transplanted and moved into the flowering chamber after I get everything all cleaned up. Overall, not bad for our first test run in the new facility. Thank you for joining me through the whole entire process, and we will continue going on with the channel. Now, if you have made it this far, I will say that it is a huge help in the YouTube analytics and everything in helping the channel, helping people find the channel. If you just go down there and interact, if you slam that like button, leave a comment, share in your Google+, it actually does make a huge difference. So if you want to help support the channel, then go ahead and show us a little love. It always helps motivate me to keep knocking out more content. And of course, if you are interested in checking out some more detailed pictures, I do post on Instagram. It is the other social network I do frequent from time to time. My screen name on Instagram is VaderOG, just like on YouTube, and there is also an Ocean Grown Seeds feed. That's generally where you'll find the giveaways. So here on YouTube and Instagram is basically where you can find me. And of course, there's all of our links to emails, questions, all that stuff down in the description. And if you have any other questions for maybe an AMA or whatnot, just drop it down in the comments and either we'll get to it on another episode or hopefully somebody will help you out and answer your question for you. Okay, well, thanks for joining me today. I think that's pretty much it. I'm going to wrap it up and get out of here. Until next time, I'm Vader, and I'll see you later.